I want to talk to you about your incredible legacy. You have been coming to Comic-Con. You've been part of the nerddom for many, many years.
The nerddom.
The nerddom. How does it feel to be here, to be celebrating new shows and old shows?
Oh, it's great. I always love coming here. I remember I was just talking to somebody about the first time I came with Battlestar before it was on the air. And the con was a little different in those days. It was still a little more sci-fi and comic books. And then as time went on, it's just become bigger and bigger and spread out into the city. But it's always fun. I always enjoy seeing the fans and walking the floor. And it's always great.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely evolved, and you've been coming, with Outlander, and that's sci-fi, but not like spaceship-y.
No, a little time travel.
Time travel.
Never hurts.
A little time travel here.
Time travel.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah.
You get it. I want to talk about you being a showrunner. The showrunner is like the captain of a ship.
Yep.
Tell me, for people who might not know, what does a showrunner do?
You're essentially, you are the captain of the ship. You're running the whole thing. So the showrunner, usually, in most situations, starts at the beginning, pitching the show to the studios and the networks, developing the concept, writing the pilot. Then when it's picked up, you hire the staff and you crew up, and you're involved in all the aspects of production, from set design to costume to interacting with the actors. Then you take it all the way through post-production and you deliver it. So you're kind of the one person that sort of is there from start to finish and deliver the whole show. And but it's TV is a team sport. So as the showrunner, part of the job is to make sure you have great people as all your department heads, you have a great cast and good directors and DPs and so on. And a lot of my job is sort of giving people space to do their work, to do really the best work that they can do. And I kind of say, well, this is the direction we're going to go. This is kind of the vision of the show. And this is what we want to accomplish. And then how we pull it all together and go do it, as a team.
Yeah. Well, you're now taking over with Outlander. You've got a new Outlander.
It's Blood of My Blood.
Yeah.
It's coming very soon. Yes, in August.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the difference between the original and this new one.
Well, this is a different concept. So this is about Claire and Jamie's parents, his parents and her parents, and sort of how they got together and what their romance is about. So it's revisiting it's a bit of a prequel, and we're revisiting some of the characters and some of the locations that you saw in the original Outlander, but it's definitely, a show with its own tone and its own sort of voice. And so it's a departure from what fans have known, but I think they're going to enjoy the fact that it's still in the same universe, and they're going to feel like they're in the familiar world.
As an Outlander fan, I have to personally ask this. I'm going off script here. Will it be as spicy as the original series?
I think that's safe to say. Yes, I think you won't be disappointed.
Whew. Thank you. I needed that confirmed. As the captain of the ship, I thought it might be fun to tell me how these captains would do as showrunners.
Okay.
So Captain Adama.
Oh, Adama would be the consummate showrunner because he's very trusting of his people. He's very low key, but when he speaks, everybody listens. And he just has to walk down onto the set, and everyone would kind of snap to attention and do the thing. And, there's a lot of trust I think Adama has in his crew.
Okay. What about Starbuck?
Starbuck would be a different thing. Starbuck would come down to that set and be like, okay, today we're doing this instead of that. And I had this idea last night, and now we're going to do this. And it would be like anything can happen day every day, which has its own joys, but has a certain amount of chaos associated with it.
Okay. What about Picard?
Oh, Picard would be, he's that very, dignified, very intellectual. When Picard says something, it's always, so well considered and measured. And the crew, I think, would be on a show, would be profoundly, worried about disappointing him and not living up to his expectation, and always feeling like, oh, yeah, Picard's here. Oh, crap. We better have our stuff together.
That's a very good description. Han Solo.
Han Solo would go take over Starbucks show instead. He'd get bored and be like, I'm tired of doing this show. Let's do another show. Let's have, let's do it underwater. It'd just be something completely different.
What about Captain America?
Captain America, I don't know. I think people would be so just gobsmacked at look at him as he walks in. Probably wouldn't get anything done.
All right, Captain Jack, Black Jack Randall.
Oh, Black Jack Randall? Well, that would be a scary show. People, HR would be very involved in that show.
Would they hire intimacy coordinators, or would he say no?
He would probably hire them and kill them.
Sounds right. I wanted to talk a little bit about Comic-Con itself as a concept. What is a show or movie or person that you would camp out at Hall H for?
I have seen the lines at Hall H, so it would have to be like Sinatra's back, you know? He's here, he's risen from the grave, and we're going to do it. Then I'd stand in line at Hall H. Otherwise, it's just too much.
All right. What is one of your favorite Comic-Con highlight memories?
I think it's the difference between the first Galactica panel we did and the last one, because the first one, it was before the show was on the air, and it was a smaller room, and it was very skeptical, and there were fans of the old that were like, really, you're doing this? And there were some kind of catcalls and boos periodically.
Oh, wow.
And we went out on the floor with the cast on the convention floor to sign autographs, and there were people coming up, and they would like take our autographs, and they go, and who are you guys? Oh, yeah, whatever. And they were just there to get the signatures. But by the last one, it was like we went into one of the, I don't know if it was Hall H, but it was one of the bigger halls. And it was just like pandemonium. It was like, so the love had just like grown, you know. So that's my favorite memory between those two.
I love that. Tell me, what is your fandom?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a hardcore Star Trek fan. Yeah, born and bred, you know, growing up with it, loved it, knew everything about it, you know, read all the technical manuals and the novelizations. Yeah, and it's still like deep in my blood. So anything that's Trek oriented, I'm usually hovering around.
Wow. Can you recommend us a sci-fi or fantasy movie that you think not enough people have seen?
I don't have an answer for that one because everything I think of has probably been seen by a lot of people. Yeah, it's like only the major ones come to mind.
And what is one that you think everyone should see at least once in their life?
Oh, everybody has to see Star Wars. The original Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back is a must. And I think the original Lord of the Rings trilogy is a must. Like those are brilliant movies, all in their own right. And I think they're, for anyone who's interested in fantasy and or science fiction, you've got to start there.
All right. What is your geek hot take? For example, that you think Joaquin Phoenix is the best Joker.
I think who plays the captain on Captain Pike on Strange New Worlds?
Oh, Anson Mount.
Anson Mount. Yep.
Anson
Mount may be the best captain since Kirk. Like, and I love Picard and I love Cisco. Don't get me wrong. Don't send me letters. But Anson Mount and that character really are different and interesting in a profound way that I'm really taken with.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Absolutely.